Hi and welcome back to our channel. You're joining us today. We're back at the storage yard. Today we want to talk about the caravan insurance. It's a bit of a minefield, so we're trying to narrow it down and make it as simple as possible. When you take out a caravan, when you buy a caravan, you take out insurance. There's mainly just two options you have. One is new for old and another is market value. So new for old, it basically does what it says on the tin. If your caravan is stolen or you have a total loss in it, the insurance company will basically buy you a new caravan. You do have the option to upgrade it, which of course you will have to pay the difference. But if there's any extras you want, be it a motor mover, or you want a better model, a twin axle maybe, you do have the option to do that, and the insurance company are happy for you to pay the difference. You just deal direct with the dealership. The other option you have is market value. Now that's what we actually had on our previous caravan that was stolen. Now market value is the cheaper of the two options, and the reason that is mainly is because it does what it says on the tin. They will give you, if your caravan is stolen, they will give you the market value of the caravan of the date of the theft. So what it would cost you to replace your caravan if you need to. Now if you opt for market value, then you have to use it, then you will literally get back the market value, what it would cost you to replace your caravan at the time of the theft. So that is cheaper than obviously a brand new one. However, unlike cars that give you, say, the trade price of your vehicle, the caravan insurance, it will give you the retail, what it would cost you to get a new caravan that you had, again, as of today or that day. We opted, as I said, we opted for the latter, and we got paid out exactly what the retail price was for us to buy another caravan of the same model. So to talk about our insurance claim, we had our caravan stolen on the 13th, I believe the 13th of October. Well, that's when we realised it had gone. Not going to go into all the trauma of it because we've done that before, and I'm sure people who are used to this channel, you'll understand. The first point of call is, if you do find yourself in that situation where the caravan's been stolen, is obviously you phone the police. The police will talk to you over the phone for about half an hour, 40 minutes, take all the information they need. And at the end of the telephone conversation, they will give you a claim number. Once you've got the claim number, you then call your insurance company. Now with our insurance company, once we logged it with them, they were very, very sympathetic and understanding and helpful, and they just basically said, look, for the first 21 days nothing is going to happen, because it's the insurance company's chance to give the police a fair crack at the whip to try and find it. After 21 days they would then process the claim. Now in fairness to our insurance company, on day 21, because we logged it, on day 21, I got a phone call from the insurance company and saying that they're now processing the claim, and asked me for all the information I'd given them 3 weeks ago. But that's fine, you know, that's understandable. They then sent a claim form through, which arrived 2 days later. Now, one thing I will say is, if you are in the unfortunate position to have to make a claim, is when you get the claim form, fill in every single box, even if it's not relevant. If it says, how did the accident happen, just put, you know, NA, not applicable, because that way, if you fill in everything, it doesn't look like you've missed the box, and it saves the insurance company getting the paperwork another week later and then sending it back to you, and that can delay your claim by 2 or 3 weeks. So a huge top tip: fill in every box, even if it's not relevant. So once you send the insurance claim back, in our case, I got a phone call a week later. They asked me for the CRIS registration certificate and all the keys to the caravan, and the service book for the caravan, which actually was in the caravan, and the claim was now being processed. I did all that. It's highly recommended that you send all documentation and correspondence always register it or record delivery it, just so you've got it and you know they get it the next day. It was about a week later that they phoned to say that they confirmed that they have received all the documentation and the keys, and that the claim is now being passed to their engineers to get a valuation. They would come back to us within a week, which they did do. I didn't have to chase the insurance company once. Everything they said they were going to do, they did. They then came back to me and then they made an offer, which was exactly to the penny what the Caravan retail price was. And we got this from a dealer who said, look, this is the trade price, this is the retail price, you want to make sure you get the retail price. And the figure they offered me was exactly the retail price. They did ask us if we were going to claim for any of our personal possessions that were in the Caravan when it was stolen. I mean, we had a few clothes, jackets. It was nothing major. It was maybe a couple of £100 worth, which I didn't do. They say, you know, it's probably easier if you want to claim. It's easier if you just ring up your home insurance and send a claim through with them. So we didn't go through the Caravan insurance for any of our contents. We just took the, we just thought, doesn't matter. We just want a Caravan back, or a new Caravan, and get on with our lives. So from start to finish, it was about 9 weeks from the time we reported the Caravan stolen to the time we actually received a check. I highly recommend using a renowned insurance company. If you need to know what insurance company we use, just drop a line in the comment box and we'll respond to that. They are fantastic, and unbelievably, when we bought this new Caravan, I phoned another insurance company, a very well known one, to get a quote, because I thought my insurance company is just going to go through the roof, because obviously I've had a total claim, a total loss. So I've got a total loss, and all my no claims, my 3 years no claims bonus would have gone. And I just thought it was going to go through the roof. I got another quote from another company, and I thought, well, at least I've got insurance. They went to their underwriters, and my insurance company phoned me about 4 or 5 days later and said, could we help you with anything now? And I said, well, yeah, you can give me a quote on the new Caravan. Gave them all the information of this one, and remarkably, and I still to this day I can't really fathom how they do it, but this Caravan that was the same price, we paid the same price 2 weeks ago for this than what we paid for our previous Caravan 2 years ago, or 2.5 years ago. So it's the same price Caravan, it's valued at the same, and we actually worked out, or the insurance company worked out, at about £180 a year cheaper for this than the old one. And bear in mind, we've got a full claim of a total loss. I've got no claims bonus, because obviously that's wiped out. And the main reason was, with this Caravan, it's got a tracker on it. And I did think about, well, should we, to use the factory fitted tracker. It costs £95 a year. This is a Swift, so it is a Swift command system. It's £95 a year for registration, and I think that is every year. And there is a big thing, a lot of people will say, oh, I wouldn't have a tracker because I wouldn't want my Caravan back. Well, we've been there when the Caravan was taken away from us, and do you know something? In our opinion, you agree, don't you, Michelle? We would want our Caravan back. And looking into research and speaking to quite a few people, including people in the insurance industry. You come and sit down with me? Yes. Speaking to people in the insurance industry, it is quite common practice for these unscrupulous types of people that do decide that they don't want to buy a Caravan, they'd rather just steal it. What they tend to do is take the Caravan, and then they'll go and put it somewhere. It could be in a field, it could be in a farm, it could be in a barn, but somewhere that's predetermined. They'll then leave it there for 3 to 5 days. Now, the reason they do that is because they know a lot of Caravans from about 2016 do have trackers built in. but they also know a lot of people don't use trackers. So what they do is they hide the caravan away. They then walk away from it for 2 to 3 days, and then if they come back and the caravan is still there, they know that the tracker is not active. They know that. So for our sake, for my sake and Michelle's sake, we've gone with having the tracker subscribed, because if heavens forbid, if this caravan was stolen, the Swift command would be on the phone normally within minutes to say there's been an issue. It could be the alarm's gone off, because obviously it's got an alarm on it as well, and if somebody lifts the front up to jack it up, the alarm will go off. If somebody comes in through the door, the alarm will go off. If they try and disconnect the battery, they could disconnect the battery, but then the alarm would still go off, because although it's got a battery in it, it is connected to the leisure battery, but it's got its own battery as well. And again, we would be notified by mail, by email and by text and by telephone call, so we would know straight away. Now the tracking, you can monitor that on your phone, and it will show you exactly where the vehicle is, and it is live, so you can see exactly where it is. You can also check the condition of the battery. It will tell you that. It will tell you whether the alarm is actually on, and it will also tell you if the alarm has been activated. So it's a great, for £95 a year, I highly recommend it, because as I was just about to say, if this vehicle was stolen from us, by the time they'd got out, or even towards the end of the storage site, the police or certainly the tracking company would be on the case. And although it's then taken out of our hands, the Swift command would then deal with the police, and it would be found within a couple of hours, if that. So that's why we've gone for that, plus the fact that it has reduced our insurance so much. And you know, we're as I said, we were in the unfortunate position that we had our caravan taken away from us. It was stolen, and we're not getting penalised because of it. So,
and no one's getting their hands on this caravan.
Oh no, oh no. I hope this has been some help to you. If you are just starting out, please make sure you do insure your caravan, because we never thought in a million months of Sundays that our caravan would be stolen. We had it in the secure site and blah blah blah, but it happens, and it does happen, and you just want to make sure that you are 100% covered. So please make sure you are insured fully, and also if you do have a tracker, from our personal point of view, I would highly recommend it. We're not connected to Swift, apart from we just pay them a subscription. We're not getting paid for saying this. It's just our opinion, because we have unfortunately been there. So thank you so much for watching. If you've got any comments, please put them in the comment box below. If you like what you hear, or you like our channel, help us along, subscribe, just click subscribe, notification. And thank you so very much for watching.
Thank you, everyone. Sorry, I didn't say hi. So hi, everyone, and bye. See you next time.
See you next time. Thank you very much for listening.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.